Okay, so you want to start a clothing brand. Well, before you put pen to pad or anything else, I want to talk about certain things that you should consider doing and getting right out the gate before you do anything else. So today I want to talk about 4 things you should be doing to make sure that your brand launches off smoothly and correctly. So let's discuss. Next, here on Making the Brand. What's up, everybody? Rob Norman here from Planet Brooklyn Academy, and this is Making the Brand Season 2, the series where I give you a little knowledge and insight on how to start a clothing brand, and if you already have one, how to make it better. As always, please hit that like and subscribe button, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date with everything I drop when it drops. Okay, so we don't want to make any mistakes starting our new clothing brand, correct? Because you guys out there want to start clothing brands. And before we do that, there are some key things you need to think about. So let's jump right into this. First one, the name of your brand. When you're creating your brand, the name is very important. First thing is, do not pick names that are trendy, because a lot of times they will not have, in the long run, they won't really last, because we know that trendy words tend to come into favor and go out of favor, especially living in the time that we live in now. The cycle of words that are, catchy and everything can last a minute. So picking something that's catchy and that's hip currently will not last. So think about something that has more meaning. Think of a name that may have some personal feeling to you, or may have some kind of relationship to your background, whether it be family, or may have a story of where you've grown up at, or maybe just the first idea of something you had as a child and has always resonated with you. That's how you came to the name. The one thing you want to know is one thing you want to do is that when you're telling a story about your brand, your name should play an integral part in that. And people like to connect. And that's what we do when we're creating a brand. We're trying to connect with our consumers. And the name should do that automatically. When they read it, it should trigger something, an emotion or curiosity about your brand. Just naming it some random name, saying, it's just, blue, or it's just like hot fashion. Like, that's just so generic. And we live in a world where there are so many people able to put out anything, whether it's content, clothing, and you got a ton of people just putting out stuff that's just generic. So as a clothing brand, you want to stand out. So you really want to think about your name and give it some meaning, give it some weight, let it have something more of substance than just being some words thrown together because it just sounds nice, or that you and your friends just think it's cool. It needs to be more than cool. It needs to be something that can last a long time. And think about brands that you like, that have been around a long time. Think about their names and their origins. You'll realize the reason why generations know these names is because they have some relevance. So make sure your brand has the same. Now, the second thing that you need to consider as you're starting to develop your brand is knowing where you want to be in the market. Now, everyone is quick to say, oh, I'm a streetwear brand. That's very general. If you want to be a streetwear brand, you need to go much deeper and say, you know what? There's more to just streetwear. There's a million brands in streetwear. But as I've said in previous videos, in streetwear, you have men's streetwear, you have women's streetwear, you have children's streetwear, you have plus size, you have big and tall. Now, no one really thinks about that when they're going into fashion, because one thing about it is that most people don't have the background understanding of fashion. They just know, I have an idea, I know where to get it made, and I can sell it. That's all they're thinking. They're not thinking about the categories of where they can go. So you watching this video should now sit down and think, if you want to do streetwear, all right, what market is more open to me doing it? Because there's a million brands right now just doing streetwear. But if I can find a market that is not oversaturated, as I always say, women's streetwear is not oversaturated. It doesn't barely even have a footprint. If you go into there, you can now really target who you're trying to design for. Even if you're saying, I want to go into children's, you can focus on that. Even saying accessories, you may just say, I just want to work on streetwear accessories. I want to do bags and hats and things like that. That's a whole market that you can do. But a lot of new people coming into this game, starting clothing brands, have no idea of what market they want to be in. So you starting your line need to know that one, you got to have a good name, and two, you need to know what market you're in. So do your research. Make sure you can find out who's in what market and where the most traction you can make is at currently. Now, number 3, most people coming into the game are also doing too much. You're creating these brands and trying to say, all right, I'm going to make t-shirts, I'm going to make hats, I'm going to make jackets, I'm going to make bags, I'm going to do all this stuff. And the problem with that is that you're spending too much money. You don't want to spend too much money coming out the gate. The idea is to be smart about how you spend your money. If you know you have a good t-shirt graphic, why not just push that one t-shirt graphic? Sell that, brand it, make people know you for that one item. And then once you're known for it, then start to introduce other items into your line. No one says you have to come out with 1 million pieces for your first collection. Your first collection can be 3 t-shirts. It could be, a t-shirt and a hat. It could be a bag and a hat. It could be any combination, but you do not need to go all in, because the problem with that is that if you go all in and you don't know what your market is like, you can lose a lot of money. So reel it back. Think about your line, think about what you can do. If you want to do 2 graphics of a t-shirt and do them in 3 different colors, that's fine. But at least you're conserving money and you're also knowing what your consumer wants. Because if you put a lot of money into a bunch of product and it doesn't sell, now you're sitting on stuff that you now really have to push. But if you get a couple of items and put it out there and you can test the waters and see like, oh, people really like this t-shirt graphic. All right, let's pump it out in tank tops. Let's do it in, in crop tops. Let's do it in long sleeve. Let's do it in sweatshirts. You can start broadening out then because you know that this particular graphic is successful. So think about how you want to roll out your brand. Don't just start piling stuff on like that, all right? Now, for the 4th and the last one is one that I find to be very important. And, a lot of people don't think about it until it's too late. You need to have an exit strategy. What is your end game? You come into this game to make clothing. What do you want to do in the end? Do you want to eventually, sell to more stores? Do you want to open your own store? Do you want to just blow the brand up as big as you can and sell it off so that you can go off and do something different? What is your end game? What is your strategy? So you need to think about this, because this will help you track your progress and you know where to spend your money, what you're going to do, how you're going to promote it. So exit strategies are key. And again, it doesn't mean that you're going to end it. Your strategy may be that I want to start off as a menswear line and then branch into women, and then from women go into children's. Or it could be, again, I'm going to go into clothing and then want to go into accessories or footwear. So think about what your strategy is, because basically it's your blueprint for your brand to figure out how you're going to maneuver throughout your timeline. So those are the 4 things that a lot of people don't consider starting their brand. And again, if you notice, very simple concepts, but we don't think about these things. We just go out and say, oh, I'm gonna start a clothing brand. And then, in hindsight, a year in, 2 years later, you start realizing that this name doesn't work well, or suddenly, the trademark doesn't work because someone else has this name, or I just spent too much money on clothing. I should have really focused on just a couple of pieces. These are things that we think in hindsight about. So I'm giving you this information to think about now, especially if you're just starting your clothing brand. All right, so hopefully, once again, this has been helpful for you guys. As always, please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. And again, I'll see you guys on the next video. Until then, peace.